What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Just United. We're back for another one with Adam MCKOLA.
Let's go.
It's the Arsenal preview. Big game. Can we end Arsenal fans' title hopes? Can we put the final nail in the coffin?
You know what? It's a bit of a depressing one because if we win, we're going to be like, oh no, Liverpool are champions. But Liverpool are going to be champions anyway, and so we might as well just go do the business and try and beat them.
Okay.
I say try because I don't know if we've got it in us to definitely beat them.
I don't know. It's going to be a sticky one because obviously coming off the back of the Europa League game, it's not like we're high in confidence. They've obviously just smashed PSV in the Champions League. We're at Old Trafford though, and it hasn't been the best of places this season.
Also, I don't think we were bad against Sociedad. The only problem for us is that
finding that second
played
goal.
Extra time against Fulham, played 90 minutes in Spain, and we've got a really thin squad.
Yeah.
It's the only issue for us, really. And it's why I think if you can bring, and I'll probably go in too soon on this, but if you can bring in Chido or I think freshen things up a little bit, I think that helps.
Give the rest of the players a little bit of a break.
It's looking tricky at the moment.
So there's a few things I want to talk about. One of them is the memories of this game.
Yes.
Obviously, we've got the big one, Arsenal's biggest defeat. 8-2, Rooney hat-trick, Young Brace.
Which my favourite Arsenal battering is? It's not even that one.
Okay.
That one was great, by the way. Wayne Rooney scoring a hat-trick.
Yeah.
Ashley Young scoring some mad goals. And remember Anderson in the free kick line just looking at Chesney.
Like, all laughing.
All those little things were really good. But my favourite is when we beat him 6-1.
Okay.
That's my favourite. Dwight York hat-trick. I think Henry scored for them. I think Teddy, Solskjaer, and maybe Roy Keane scored, if I remember the goal scores correctly. But that was my favourite because Arsenal, when we beat them 8-2, they had already had some very embarrassing moments.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? They were already a little bit of a laughing stock. And
I think that was the game where Robin Van Persie was like,
because he scored in that game, didn't he?
Yeah.
And Theo Walcott as well,
Yeah.
But when we beat them I think it was 0-1, we beat them 6-1. We had that rivalry was intense.
Fierce, yeah.
You know what I mean? So then we beat them 6-1 and it's like, shit, we just battered them. That's why that one's my favourite, really, the 6-1.
One of my favourite ones is where Ronaldo, where him and Henry are going at it.
Yeah.
And
Roy Keane and Vieira in the tunnel.
Yeah.
Shazy chips the keeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one, that's probably my second favourite.
Okay.
That was good.
Good games.
And the, obviously, Rude scoring his penalty.
Oh, yeah.
The 2-0.
Yeah. And they're all surrounding him.
Yeah. The two.
There has been some good games. And you know what? I do miss the rivalry sometimes where, obviously, challenging for a title and, last 5-6 years, it's been Liverpool, Man City, and that's been the only kind of rivalry in the league. Yeah. But I do like how it's starting to come back a little bit now. Yeah. Obviously, not so much. Not really, but
we have in the last 10 years, we've had some good. I remember the Jesse Lingard one,
the Millie Rock,
the Millie Rock, the Moonwalk one.
Yeah.
Wait, that was the Millie Rock one, innit? Was it?
No, separate.
They were separate.
Different game.
Yeah. God, there were two. Yeah, them two. Yeah. I think one was in the cup.
That's when they were like, that's his dance floor.
Yeah. Them two were good. We obviously just beat them recently in the cup. Down to 10 men, we still go through. I thought that was... but our record at the Emirates is usually pretty bad, isn't it? You had the Ronaldo one in the Champions League.
Free kick.
No,
Free kick.
Wait. Yeah,
straight past Almunia. Good goal. We miss players like that as well. Just somebody that can take the game by the scruff of the neck and just turn the game.
Bruno scores on Sunday.
You think?
No matter what the score is, Bruno scores.
He looks like the only one that's scoring at the moment.
Xerxes might as well.
Okay.
But I don't know if 2 goals in 2 games is doable for him.
Okay. Might be asking a bit too much.
Yeah.
The second thing I want to talk about, Mikel Arteta.
Yeah.
Do you think he's the right guy for the job?
I mean, I couldn't care less either way.
But in terms of...
I'd rather he wasn't the guy for the job, but...
Obviously, if you look at it from a Ruben Amorim perspective, is that, he's coming into the job, and obviously it's a much bigger job, it's a much harder job. But with Arteta, they both know how they want to play, and they've got rid of players.
I don't know if Arteta does know how he wants to play. You look at the difference between the team a year or two ago to now is completely shifted. I remember when we were talking about Højlund and how like he's got one thing in his head: I need to be stronger, and that's now all he does. I feel like Arteta's this season, at least for some of it, was like we need to be defensively stronger, and they've gone like too far the other way. Like most of their goals were coming from set pieces and stuff like that. I know they scored 7 the other day against PSV, but he has kind of people compare him to Pep a lot, but he's become more Moyes than Pep in style. Like this season, I think, and I say that as Moyes would have been a big manager for him when he was at Everton. So
big influence.
You have to give him credit for what he's done. I think he had to change the culture of the club as well, like which is similar to Amorim. You're obviously right in United job's bigger and there's more pressure, and he wouldn't get away with finishing 8th back-to-back season.
Or 15th.
Yeah, back-to-back. You wouldn't be able to do that back-to-back. Yeah. Like if Amorim finishes 8th next season, he's probably not going to still be in the job. So I think there's different pressures at the club. I also think there was a big collaborative effort between him, Edu, the Josh Kroenke, and all that. And that's kind of disappeared now. And you're seeing him have more of an influence on who they're signing. And I thought their transfers last summer was shocking, really. So look, I think he's done a good job. But ultimately, when you're at a club the size of Arsenal, and it'll be similar, like let's say Amorim gets us to a position where we finish second 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
You're at Man United. So people are going to start going, right, we need someone to fucking win us the league.
Yeah.
Because this guy's not doing it at the moment. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's a bit of you're in a difficult situation because you're damned if you do get them up there, but if you don't win the league,
it's hard,
And Arsenal fans are going to judge them by that. They've gone over 20 years without winning the league, and we're getting close to that.
Let's hope it's not that
13 years for us.
Let's hope it's not that long. Okay, we're going to go into predicted 11 now. I'll start with yours.
Yep.
Just because I'm interested to see who you've got.
Yeah, so I went with Yoro, De Ligt, and Mazraoui. I think for now, that's the best we can do. Obviously, if Maguire was fully fit, he may start. But I prefer this anyway because I think Maguire or De Ligt have to be the one in the middle.
Yeah.
So De Ligt's the one I'd pick. I've been impressed with Lenny Yoro and what he's been doing so far. I thought he had a good cameo at the Emirates as well when he came on.
Yeah,
and then I'd go, obviously, Dorgu, Delo. We haven't got much choice there. And then you go with Bruno, Casemiro, probably has to be the 2 in the middle. I know we kind of got that option of Eriksen, but the legs aren't there for me. Maybe Collier and Bruno could be a choice as well. But I'd go with Casemiro.
It's funny you say that, but I'll let you carry on.
Why is Collier not available?
I think I'll put him in my team.
Oh, have you? Yeah, nice. And then I'd go Xerxes, Ghana, and Obi.
Okay.
Chido.
Who to score? Obviously, you said Bruno already.
If Chido can score,
it'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
I'd pay so much money for a Chido Obi goal. I'd pay a ridiculous amount of money for that. Like if someone guarantee you could have a Chido, I'd go, hey, take all my money, bro. Like that would just be so good.
And do you think that if he scores, it gets him in the starting 11 for the rest of the season?
Here we go. Chido scores and Bruno scores. 2-1.
Okay.
It's happening. Remember, Rashford scored against Arsenal on his first Premier League start. On the start.
I've gone with same defense.
Yep.
Midfield, I've gone with Collier, just because I thought he done well when he came on against Sociedad. Again, a bit more legs. Eriksen, I don't think's got it. Casemiro, I think he's good with his passes. Sometimes a little bit lazy, but sometimes he dives in as well. Do you know when the player's running away from him, he'll just do a 2-foot challenge trying to get the ball back. And
wait, is Ugarte available?
I think he might still be injured. I'm not.
If Ugarte is available, I'll start him. By the way,
okay. I think he might be injured
with Bruno.
Okay,
but sorry.
No, all good. And then I've gone with Garnacho on the right, Xerxes playing in behind, and Chido up top because I've had a little bit of an issue with Højlund this season, but I think if Chido can start.
But then if Diogo Dalot's going down the right and he sees Chido and don't pass it to him, then how's Chido going to score? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you got to play to your players, man.
But I think Chido's one of them where he'll create chances for himself. Not so much he'll be relying on that.
Yeah.
Whereas Højlund looks like he just wants to wrestle people at the moment. And then obviously an honouring goal. I don't think that's going to be changing anytime soon.
No, Bayindir isn't available either, is he? So
it's a shame that Chido isn't available for the Europa League, obviously, with,
Yeah, I assumed he was, but then obviously just because we've just signed him, he don't qualify for that.
We haven't registered him
Young
yet.
players list.
Okay, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about they like to line up in a 4-1-2-3. For me,
How many players is that, bro? 4-4-1-2-3.
no, 4-1-2-3.
I think it's bro. Got a striker, have they?
Got Moreno. He's banged a couple
Did
goals.
he score
Obviously,
against PSV as well?
Yeah, he did. I think he got a brace. Obviously, it looks like they've solved that situation, but it happened last time when they played in the Champions League. He scored a goal, but then in the league he didn't score. Obviously, tougher opposition, but
yeah. Are we tougher opposition?
No, I just mean in terms of physicality. Obviously, and we're at home, but yeah, I feel like it's going to be a bit of a sticky one because Trossard loves scoring against us. Odegaard always seems to have a good game, and Nwaneri, I think he's a bit on form as well.
It's first time Nwaneri and
Lewis Kelly.
Did Nwaneri play in the cup game?
I think he did.
Okay, I was going to say, but it's the first time they're playing at Old Trafford anyway, so they're going to want to put on a show, aren't they? And they're going to want to take their moment. But
yeah, tough game. We'll get into the fun part of the episode now. What do you think the prediction's going to be?
Okay. I'm never going to predict us to lose against Arsenal, even if I think it. But I do think we'll sneak a 1-1 or maybe a 2-1. Chido and Bruno score.
Okay. 2-1.
Yeah, I'm obviously like not well in the head to think that. No reason why I should be thinking that.
See, I was gonna go for a 2-1 as well, but I don't know. I feel like we might get slapped.
We might get slapped. That's
just
a possibility whether we play Arsenal or we play Bournemouth. You do know that. We might get slapped.
That's true. But okay, I'm gonna go.
Our home form's worse than our away.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm a bit worried. Because I feel like if you go away, you know the crowd's against you. You can kind of put your head down, try and put in the shift. But at home, especially in the last game, who did we play in the league?
Oh, in the league,
can't remember. I can't remember. But in the last game, might have been Ipswich. They were getting on to the players a lot more as well. The crowd were they getting agitated. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like we might get slapped, but I'm gonna back the team. I'm gonna go for a 2-1 as well.
Yeah, let's do it.
But yeah, that was our predictions for the games. Let us know what you guys think, and don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And I'd like to say thank you to Adam for coming in.
Thank you for having me as always, man.